noon on Peacock. You got Purdue at Ohio State, so you get some Buckeye action on Peacock, which is awesome. Kyle McCord and the Buckeyes just kind of seem to get more and more comfortable. And for McCord coming off the bye week to throw a career high 320 yards through the air against a very good Maryland defense, a clearly improved Maryland defense.
Yeah.
You've got a Purdue team that's really just struggling, just not just even to start this season at this point. We've talked about it almost every week on this podcast. Their non-conference schedule into their conference schedule has to be one of the most difficult in the country. I know PJ Fleck had mentioned that Minnesota's schedule was pretty equally difficult, but I would look at Purdue and say I'm not really sure how many teams played a tougher non-conference slate than them. And they only get the one win out of it. They've only got 2 wins on the season, and now you have to go to Columbus and play a team that's starting to find their stride on both sides of the football.
Yeah, I think, again, I mentioned it earlier, I think for Ohio State, and a lot will depend on the health of Travion Henderson, but, improving their running game, getting a little bit more balance in their offense. But I'm very impressed with Ohio State's defense right now. This is Jim Knowles' second year as a defensive coordinator. Last year, they were good until they got to the end, and then they got exposed giving up big plays. They're not giving up big plays this year. That's the biggest thing. They're keeping a top on the defense. They're playing maybe a little bit more softer zone coverage and not as much just in-your-face man coverage, even though they've got the ability to do that. But the philosophy of that is to prevent or to cut down or limit those big plays, those explosive pass plays. And they've done that this year. So I'm impressed with the way they're playing defense.
No doubt. No doubt. It'll be interesting to see if they can you expect them to dominate a team like Purdue, but at least just continue to show maybe some new wrinkles or show, as you said, a little bit more balance offensively. I think that's got to be their goal going in.